Hello everyone, my name is Silverweed and I have been away for a little while. I am currently working on an artistic animated project. It's not for this channel, but it's something entirely different. But I'm working on it, takes a lot of time and that's why I haven't been able to make videos for you guys. But this project will be over in the beginning of November. So in November I will be back with more videos and a more regular pacing of videos. So everything is gonna go just back the way it was. So I didn't quit YouTube, I didn't quit School of Dragons, I am very much still alive and I will get back for good in November, so don't worry about that. But for now I can offer you this little dragons one-on-one video. We got a new dragon once again. And it's not one I expected to see at all. I knew the existence of this dragon and it was actually one of the dragons I would want the least to appear in School of Dragons because I never really like this dragon, and it's of course the Thunderpede, as you can see right here. And like I said, I have never liked the design of this dragon myself. I never have, because it seems so out of place compared to the other dragons. The design is so different from what you would see DreamWorks do. It doesn't look like a DreamWorks dragon, that's what I'm trying to say. I mean, if you look at it from the front, it looks like a Digimon or a Pokemon or something. Look at those claws, it has those characteristic Digimon 3 big claws. It absolutely looks nothing like anything else that has come out of this dragon franchise. And just the entire idea of had this long, thick body like a centipede, I don't really like that because centipedes are kind of scary, but this guy is not really scary, so he's kind of, he has these features and they just don't really add up. And the entire thing he's doing with the arms, like he has these arms and he has these 6 legs, it just seems really strange to me. But that aside, the model looks great, the movements are great, as you can see here when he hits his chest like a gorilla or something. Very natural movements, and they did a great job on the model for sure. It also looks like it's a new model just for that guy. He has a little bit of character traits from Ruthless, I think, when he's running. We can see a little bit of previous models there, but overall he looks very authentic. Doesn't look like any of the other dragons. Like I said, he is very different compared to any other dragons we've seen. And it's not like I hate this guy, but he just seems, the arms just disagree with me because they're so different from the hind legs. These 6 legs down here, and it's really weird. The coloration options are great in this guy. You can color the feet, and you can color the belly, and then you can color the back in whatever color you should desire, which is nice. And the color pattern on this guy is great. I really like it. It's really gorgeous. And the details, and like I said, the model is really, really good. They did a great job with it. Definitely did. It is kind of creepy though when he is walking, because he moves his arm like he's a human being, like it's a human we're dealing with. It seems very out of place to me. He seems very uncanny, to say the least. But let's try the flying. The wings are incredibly small, and some of you know that I don't like that at all. The flying looks okay. It looks a bit forced. He's like, it's not super like a snake. It's a bit crooked, I would say, but it holds up. It's definitely, it looks fine. It looks great. It looks okay. And the tail moves nicely, very naturally. I like that. It looks really good. And I was like, okay, I can live with that. It looks strange, but I can live with that. It's fine. Looks a bit awkward, but then he starts gliding. And can someone just please see how ridiculous that looks? Such a big dragon with such small wings, and he's gliding. But let's just take a scenario where dragons have the ability to push gravity away, to raise above gravity. It would still be hard for this dragon to maneuver, because those wings are good for nothing basically when he has such a big body. He looks like an Asian dragon, like a Japanese, Chinese, Korean dragon. But then just take the wings all the way away, because it looks really, really, really weird. But it goes well with the overall dragon, because he just is a really, really strange dragon. I think it's safe to say that. Really, really strange dragon. And not necessarily in a good way. They did a good job on the model, so I'm not harassing the developers or anything, because they did a good job. It's definitely a good model. It's just the design of the dragon that is not one of my favorites, because it disagrees with me a little bit. I don't know what to tell you. But let's just take a look at his stats and see how great they are and see what class he's in. Can we just take a second to appreciate that picture? Look at that picture. His jaw is like super crooked. Like, take a picture now. It looks really, really stupid. But anyway, the Thunderpede is a Boulder Class dragon. I kind of saw that one coming. I was thinking either Boulder or Stoker, so it's perfectly, it makes sense that he's in the Boulder Class. And his max speed is 7.1, which is surprisingly good. The pitch rate is 2. Like I said, those small wings would cause some complications. The turn rate is 9.4, which is absolutely ridiculous for a dragon that looks like that. The acceleration is 6.5. I can't really say much about that. It's decent, but this turn rate is really, really good. So this dragon might actually be a decent racer, which is really surprising. But I guess we'll see when we take him out for Thunder Run Racing. He's Firebolt. It's a bit stiff, just to wake up. There we go. It's like a big boulder, just like the Boulder Class is famous for. They shoot out this big boulder. So that's, I mean, it's cool. For a Boulder Class dragon, it makes perfect sense that it will be something like that. He is really uncanny because he's so human. Also when he dives, his arms just go in as if he were human. Look how chill he looks when he's flying. With those arms just like, yeah, I'm just flying. He is one bizarre dragon. I think that's what describes him best. Definitely. But it's a pretty cool, decent firebolt. What's not to like? Alright, we got into the lobby and let's hope that we can get a race right up from the start, and we can. So we are in and we have a race for our Thunderpede, or my Thunderpede that is, for Thanos. And we have a bunch of dragons without names and vikings without names, and monster side Grungle, and a Boomerang, and now a Smothering Smoke Breath, and we are doing Grungle Run. So this is gonna be interesting. There we go. Looks like the Grungle showed up somewhere. We are ready to race. And go! Look at the arms going ooey ooey ooey. Well, he did have a nice start. The acceleration is good. It is very satisfying. The pitch is awful. And it was only 2. And the pitch is a very important thing actually. Especially when you want to make moves like this, going up and down fast and get the rings, get all the rings. So it's bad, but the pitch rate isn't better. Oh, come on, that pitch. Yeah. Here's the shield. But he's doing pretty good. He's doing okay. I don't know who is exactly after us. Can't see. Whoa, don't crash. Crash. We will look again once we're up here. Because we have one right at our tail. Another right at our tail. Somebody crashed, I think. That's an annoying sound. Let's see. It's the smoke breath. The smoke breath is right after. Smothering Smoke's Breath. That was hard to say. That was really hard to say. And we are gaining a distance between the smoke breath and ourselves. So this guy has very, very promising abilities in racing. Whoop, avoid that. Did you avoid it? I think we did. We got a bunch of stuff in the box. We got smoke. We'll use that up here. Okay. I don't think we need any more boxes. No, we're just gonna go for the kill. Alright, let's hope this mother and smoke breath doesn't use the boost on us. There we go. Without a single boost, we got number 1. So that was Thunder Run Racing with the Thunderpede. He is very promising in racing, actually, except for the pitch rate. It was the same with the Catastrophic Quaken. It has really good stats, but the pitch rate was lacking, and it is very important in racing, and that's also one of the reasons why I am not using the Quaken for racing. So I don't think I'm gonna use this guy for racing, but I definitely think you can, because he's very fast and everything else is good except for the pitch rate. Which is really promising, because just look at him. I mean, he must have some really weird magic abilities, because those wings doesn't make any sense. It looks absolutely ridiculous. Like I said, he's a really bizarre dragon. I think he's a really bizarre dragon, and he's definitely not one of my favorites. But he is special in his own way. That's what I'm gonna say about that. So thank you so much for watching this episode of Dragons 101. Like I said, there will be a little break now between videos, and then I will be right back with you, and there will be lots more of dragon adventures that we can share together. So thank you, and I will see you in the next one. So long, Dragon Riders!